Don't be fooled by the cards that I got. I'm still Lexi from the block. Hey crew, welcome back to Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi and I'm very thrilled to have you here today for another love pick a card reading. I'm really feeling the love vibes, guys. It's summer, it's beautiful. Outside, you could be out next to a swimming pool, you could be out somewhere camping, you could be in bed at home chilling. Please use these readings to help you dream, fantasize, and just escape for a little while from, well, the difficulties of adult responsible life. Yuck. Okay, so you have a choice today between 6 different tarot decks. This is mostly because a lot of you have been emailing me and messaging me about tarot decks, preferences, and options and recommendations. So I thought, hey, why not include them as a choice today in this reading? You have the choice today between deck number 1, the Chinese Tarot, deck number 2, Nicoletta Ceccoli Tarot, deck number 3, the Muse Tarot. This is a new addition to my channel. Thank you so much to whoever donated it. Deck number 4, the Ryder-Waite Tarot. Deck number 5 is my first ever tarot deck. That's why it's a bit mucky on the sides. The Ryder-Waite Classical Tarot. And deck number 6 is the Sun and Moon Tarot that comes in this innovative tin box. I absolutely love that idea. Okay, guys, so pause. Feel free to pause this video as well. If you need more time, reflect, choose with your gut rather than with your eyes. You have a higher likelihood of finding a reading that really resonates if you do so. Also, feel free to choose more than one option. You maybe have more than one love connection in this lifetime, so why not? Go and explore and have fun, guys. If you've made your choice, then I look forward to seeing you at your pile. But before you go, if you want to book a reading with me, because I did get a lot of requests, everything you need is in the description box of this video, okay? I have links, I have a wish list, I have a second channel of meditations, I have a donations button, I have a blog where I post articles every Saturday, and where I also have the description of all my healing services with all the prices and all the options. New video coming up soon on which I will actually describe all of my healing services for you guys to help you choose. Okay, but up until then, let's move on with this reading. Mwah! Hey group 1, how are you guys? I'm sending you so much love and light. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you here on my channel. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the Chinese Tarot deck, okay guys? Now this reading is called Redoing Love because I'm going to look at your past situationship with this person, and then I'm going to look at what would this person do. How would they redo love with you if they were to have a second chance? What would they heal? How would they behave in a different way to get you? Okay, guys, so this applies for those of you that already were in a partnership. But who knows, you know, time is fluid. So feel free to watch this as well if you're not already with someone. This could apply to a potential makeup and breakup situation down the line. So let's see what cards we got for you. So this is your past, okay? We have here the Page of Swords. Wow, Thanatos, Warden of This. And the keywords here are completion, support, and expediency. Beautiful. Then we have Buffalo Spirit, number 10. And the affirmation is, the abundant universe will provide. Before I interpret your past, I want to have a look at your present as well. These are the cards for your person's energy in the present. How would they redo love? The Ten of Materials. This is the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my God. Appetite, progress, not perfection. And the affirmation is, don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. And last, we have Phlox. And this is the card of unanimity and harmony. And the affirmation is, he who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. So I feel that in the past, this person was very harsh with their words. This person might also not have known how to communicate with you. There was a blockage here. It's almost as if this person was stumbling in the dark, trying to find their words, the right thing to say. I keep hearing this. So it's kind of like this person was almost like maybe a little bit dumbfounded by the fact that they met you. Maybe you are actually more verbose or intelligent than they are. So it's kind of difficult for him to feel confident in relation to you, in order to kind of push the relationship forward. I think this person was a bit tongue-tied around you. That's kind of what I want to say. Sorry guys, Mercury is still retrograde. I'm trying to keep focused here. So I think that potentially, as it happened to me at the moment, this person could have been distracted by conversations with other people. So it's very hard for them to focus just on you. Let's see this card in combination with Thanatos. Thanatos is a really powerful, strong presence, okay? This is the Lord of time, the Lord of the cosmos. So we do have here completion, support, and expediency. This person could have been a bit too quick in how they would communicate with you. Maybe they had just one-liners. Maybe they would just send you a hey from time to time. And you were thinking, how am I supposed to react to this? What is it that you really want from me? Maybe when you confronted this person, they would just smile back with an emoji, and that was it. That was the end of the conversation. This person had some timing issues. When they would have been in a good mood and open for communication, you were a bit pulling away because you thought, this guy can't communicate, he can't speak, I can't have him in my life. What am I going to do with him in a relationship if he can't even write me a full sentence, you know? So I think there were definitely issues there regarding communication, but there was also an issue here with expediency about this person either coming across as too quick or wanting to move things forward very quickly, and then also pulling backwards and kind of like taking too long to reply when you were the one sending the energy of, okay, I'm ready, let's move these things a little bit forward. So it was like a mismatch between your words and your energy. Your energy was either too quick or too slow, and your words and conversations were not flowing. There could have been, and I'm not sure if you're aware of your synastry charts, but I'm sure that this is a, how should I say, astrologically, this is the synastry of two people that have conflicting Mercury placements, okay? To give you an example, Mercury in Scorpio finds it very hard to communicate with the Mercury in Leo, or Mercury in Taurus will butt heads usually with the Mercury in Aquarius, because you come from two different mental places, you know? You are focused on very different ways of communication. One is spontaneous and very vocal, and the other one might be a bit more direct and, you know, commonsensical. So I think that this was the major issue, the major block in this person's feelings being expressed very clearly and directly to you. Communication issues and timing issues as well. I do see here that the abundant universe will provide. Maybe there was a sense that this person could contribute to your life in a very beautiful way. Maybe this person actually comes from a more richer background than you. I do feel that this is a Native American influence. I'm not sure if this person is American or has some mixed racial background. This is clearly the sign that an ancestor energy was around you two guys, trying to help you purge some karma, trying to help you clear some toxicity. And this karma was played out primarily through the realm of communication. Maybe you had a very rough Saturn transit in your third house or on your Mercury, which actually kind of dries up your communication. You have to put more effort in your communication. Your words matter more because they actually have tangible consequences. Or it could have been that if this was not your energy, this was the energy of your partner. Keep in mind, guys, that when we are trying to relate with people, it's not only that we are affected by astrological transits, but their energy is affected by astrological transits. So in spite of the fact that I see that this person was really curious, really wanted to get to know you, this is about mental, right? Mental compatibility. There were some communication issues that could have been karmically placed there due to either yours or this other person's strong time-bound astrological transit, so slow release of rewards. You had to put more effort in communicating in order to establish this relationship. So how would this person redo love? Well, this person actually wants to ground this connection into something stable, something that will bloom like a bouquet of roses. This person actually had dreams of having a family with you. Maybe they thought you're very maternal and they thought that you would look great with a child in your arms. This person actually has good, solid intentions for you, to you. But at the same time, there were these communication blocks that hindered your relationship from moving forward. Communication, relation. Ugh, oy, doozy. But I have good news, right? Progress, not perfection. This setback was divinely guided to help you reflect more on how you communicate, on your communicative pattern. So maybe there are some things that you need to finesse there and work upon. And I think this person has also been given some divine homework. And now they're actually trying to improve how they write their emails, how they send, those text messages. I think that they are double checking now. When they press send on a text message, they are actually a bit more careful, a bit more thoughtful. And this all happened in relation to you. So you had a slight transformative effect on this person's communication capacities. This is absolutely beautiful. I do think that with blue, this person is feeling sad. So if they could, they would go back and they would genuinely be direct and tell you in a written message that I like you. I want to get to know you. You make me very curious. I would like to continue talking to you. I think that we can have a lot together because as I can see here, you guys have a lot of abundance coming up if you actually join together in a connection. So the love that you have for each other is going to pour out into the community, into the little world that surrounds you, into your everyday reality. And we also have here unanimity and harmony. This is almost kind of like giving me a very soothing soulmate vibe. So maybe you had some past karma from a previous lifetime to clear up in the realm of your communication. It was meant to humble you. It was meant to help you understand that you can't just rush communication, and also you can't just push divine timing. It's divine, it's not man-made, so you have to exercise patience. And you guys learned a really tough lesson with Thanatos here. Now I think you're rising up into this beautiful awareness that you can have it all together. And I think it's up to this person to slowly come back to you in time with a well thought out, well developed letter, potentially a written letter, because we have material, so energy, which is a little bit old fashioned. So generally this person could literally write you a letter by hand and post it and send it to you. A letter where they explain that they are sorry about their poor communication and that they would generally like to have something with you because you feel familiar to this person. And I think they feel familiar to you too. You felt this since you met them. And this, in the end, will actually lead to a lot of harmony in both your life and in this person's life. This is a very sweet, peaceful love. It's not about like strong desire and passion. This is more like a air and earth coupling, if you want to call it like that. So kind of a Gemini meets a Taurus, or a Libra meets a Capricorn, or an Aquarius meets a Virgo. That's the kind of energy I see for you, pal number one. If you've enjoyed this type of reading, I hope it helped. I hope it healed some aspect in your life. This was all about miscommunication, and I do think that this person will come back and will return with wanting to make things work and ground them. They want to have every material pleasure with you. So this was the reading I had for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want a personal reading, link is down below in the description box. Feel free to email me as well. We can have a chat and get the best option for you guys. Stay tuned. In a second, I will show you your beautiful spread and hope to see you in my next reading. Bye guys. Hey group 2, my loves, how are you guys? I'm so happy to have you here. I'm so excited about this reading today. So this reading is called Redoing Love, and we're going to explore how the person that still lingers in your mind, but potentially you might have had a quarrel, a no contact, or a separation from, how would they go back if they were given another chance and redo some of the things in the past, kind of like redo love with you, right? I'll look at your past situation and then I'll look at your present. And by the way, this is for those of you Oh my God, I need to breathe. That we're drawn to the Nicoletta Ceccoli Tarot. I am too excited for this reading today, guys. So great energy. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to show you the cards that pertain to your past. Okay, so this was your past connection with this person. Whoa, we start off strong. We have the Seven of Swords. Never a great card to get in a reading. Talk about strong. We have Cushiel, the Angel of Punishment. Wow. And then Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. And then these are the cards for your present situation with this person. How would they go back and redo love with you? The Queen of Materials. Oh my God, I know what this is about. Moonstone, heightened intuition, and the affirmation is be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. And Yellow Rose, enthusiasm and friendship, and the affirmation is a single rose can be my garden, a single friend, my world. This is a situation where a person, the person on your mind, did not see your true worth. They might have been very dodgy with the time that they spent with you. They were very careful what they decided to share with you. They only wanted to show you one side of their personality because they kept the rest of themselves for other women. This is the classic case of being enamored with a player. Now, I'm not kind of labeling him that easily, and I'm not judging you for being in a connection with this person, but I just wanted to give you a flavor of what I'm talking about here. This is a man that kept his options open even as he was romancing you and giving you false hope. This was a man that was a bit greedy. He wanted more than he could have. Just as you can see in the Seven of Swords, this is about wanting to grab all the swords at once and sneak away without having anyone seeing you, but you're actually realizing that you can't actually hold everything that you've quickly taken away, and you drop the swords behind. This man dropped you behind because, well, you wouldn't be second best or second choice in his panoply of mistresses and his harem of romantic choices. You decided to say, you know what, I want to be Scheherazade. And he thought, well, bye-bye. I'm really sorry if I'm trying to infuse these readings with a lot of light and optimism. It is summer, guys. I'm not trying to pull down the gravity and the levity of what you might have gone through. I know how difficult it is to be considered a second option, and it's never a great situation. And I think that, that kind of potentially you could have found out, or your intuition was telling you something about the fact that this person is not giving me his everything. This person could do more, could talk to me more, but he's only texting me at certain times of the day. He's potentially that was at nighttime. He's not wanting to meet up with me. He only is kind of like sending me cheeky or sweet or seductive messages at given moments that he can control. So he wasn't necessarily responding to your messages or to your communication. Moments when you were ready, when you were having a laugh and you were feeling happy, this person was not actually reacting in any way. And this kind of made you doubt how serious he is, how focused on you he is, and it made you kind of spike up those red flags. You kind of felt, okay, I need to be careful with this individual. He sensed how careful you were, and he interpreted this as a pullback, as if you're kind of trying to teach him a lesson and pull back your energy. And he might have retaliated in quite an aggressive way. He might have challenged you, gave you an ultimatum, and you decided to stand up for yourself. You stood your ground. I'm kind of getting like those, that kind of vibe. And there was an argument. There was a clear argument here where harsh words were exchanged. We have Cushiel with the Seven of Swords, communication and mental energy together with the punishing angel. So you might have said some really mean things to this person might have said some really mean things. I felt like words that were meant to hurt your sense of self-worth were exchanged between both of you, and you ended this conversation. I'm hearing you might have actually said to this guy, "You're a clown, I'm done." So in spite of the fact that there was attraction between the two of you, I do feel like potentially when you met this person, there was just a connection. You felt like you were kindred spirits somehow. But it's almost as if what you felt inside was not validated through the conversation or the information you were finding out about this person. So there was a sense of, God, sorry guys, but you know, I'm a polyglot, so I have a lot of words popping into my mind from other languages. There was a sense of chagrin, a sense of amertume. It's, I'm sorry. It's a sense of like deep sadness, but it's not like chagrin. It's such a beautiful French word. It describes more than just sadness. It's kind of like a heaviness that weighs on your soul because of that person's soul imprint. I don't even know how to describe it perfectly. But this is kind of the feeling that I'm getting here, like a sadness with melancholy, with a little bit of regret, but also with the pride of you having stood up for yourself. Boom, that's an emotion. There you go, right there. Complex emotion, guys, right? It's 2020. We have complex emotions and complex relationships. So time to collaborate. This person did not want to collaborate. This person did not want to see your viewpoint, where you're coming from. This person did not want to kind of give you the required placement in their hierarchy of love. You know, if this person was a king sitting on his throne, he thought that he could have any woman, and he refused to actually throne you by his side as his queen. And you did not want to have any of this. And well done for you if you did that. Woohoo! Stand your ground, okay? Now, what is the present? How would this person redo love if they could? Well, quelle surprise. This person actually sees your worth now. Queen of materials, Queen of Pentacles, the most prosperous, stable, confident queen in the deck. I also wanted to say like badass queen in the deck, but I held myself back because I would say that more like the Queen of Swords is a bit of a badass. You are just calm and centered and aware of the fact that you don't need to move for the world. The world moves for you. You know, it's like that thing with the mountain. Muhammad goes to the mountain comes to Muhammad. You make the mountain come to you. So it's kind of like right now you're standing your ground, you're doing your best, you're living your best life, which, as the saying goes, living your best life is the best kind of revenge, right? So I think that you being in your glory at the moment, making money, feeling happy, feeling good, feeling positive, maybe posting photos of how happy you are on social media everywhere, and this person might be lurking in the shadows watching you. This is making them reconsider how they have treated you, and I think they're finally realizing that, hey, surprise, right? The grass wasn't greener on the other side. I cannot speak. What's happening? What's happening with your pile? There is a sense here of, I think, wanting to rush things forward. I think you might really want to partner up with someone at the moment because of the fact that you're standing your ground. You have all of the other areas of your life relatively sorted. You want a partner. You just want to enjoy life with a partner. And I think there's a sense of impatience as well. So this person right now is tuning into their intuition, kind of almost like by following your role model of how you stood your ground and you followed your own intuition. You affected this person deeply. And I think that this person right now is kind of attached, their actions towards you are attached to the cycles of the moon. So expect some communication around the full moon in Capricorn or the corresponding new moon in, I think it's going to be Leo or no, Cancer. We have 2 new moons in Cancer this month, guys. Oof, the universe is a bit crazy at the moment, but we're doing the best with what we can, right? So this person really, really wishes that they would have crowned you as their queen when they had you. Now they're looking back and they're feeling a sense of regret. And they might return around a new moon or a full moon with an offer of friendship. They want to give you the respect that you claimed for yourself in the past, and this person refused to give you this respect. And now they're realizing, I missed out on my queen and I want her back, and I want to start having a friendship with her first. I want to make her feel happy, I want to make her laugh, and we'll take it from there. Okay, so this is really, really beautiful. This is about something that is building up slowly, and something that, you know, I do think that an apology is also due. You are due an apology with all of these beautiful cards. You see, there's so many things blooming. There is such sweet energy. Moonstone, yellow rose. Yellow rose is also about a little bit of envy. So your person could be a little bit envious on your current success. They thought that, you know, this person is not going to achieve anything, and now they're looking back at your achievements, and I think you achieved quite a lot in a very short span of time, and they might be like, wow, I was an idiot. You know, so now they're coming back with the tail between the head between their tail. How was that the expression? Yeah. Sorry guys. And they are just the main core of this message is that this person is coming back to see your worth, to finally give you your self-respect, and they're coming back with an offer of friendship. This is how they would redo love. They would give you your worth. They would actually not make you a third option, and they would be clear and honest and not be so greedy. You know, I think that they feel sad for being so greedy and for having such a rough conversation with you in the past. So that was the message that I had for you, pile number 2. Sorry about the, you know, broken moments in the communication. I'm not sure why, but maybe there was some sort of like issues of communication in your situationship as well. But I do see that this person is returning with a beautiful new offer. Okay, so lucky you. If you've enjoyed this reading, feel free to get in touch with me for a personal reading. If this touched upon some aspects, but you want some in-depth knowing or knowledge and even a channeled message from your person, you have everything you need in the description box below. Also, stay tuned. In a second, I'll show you a beautiful photo of your spread. Okay, guys? So, I'm looking forward to seeing you in my next video. Until then, take great care. Bye. Hey, Palfrey. Hello, hello. I'm so happy to have you here, guys. It's a glorious day outside. I'm feeling super energetic and really excited to do your reading. So this is for those of you that have the Muse Tarot as their choice, okay? This reading is called Redoing Love because I'm going to have a look at how your relationship to this person that you have on your mind was in the past, and how is this person feeling in the present? How would they approach your love if they were to be given a second chance, okay? So we're gonna see how this person would redo love with you, okay, guys? So I'll first show you the cards that pertain to your past. We have here Ace of Pentacles, Jean the Maid, Guardian of Saints, and the keywords are humility, disillusionment, and champion. Wow, beautiful. You also have Stag Spirit, number 58, take the lead. Oh, I see what this is about. Okay, so before I interpret your past, I'm going to also show you the cards for your present. So, what is the energy of how this person would approach you again if they could? 8 of Inspiration. This is the 8 of Wands. Tremble. Dolomite. And this is stay strong in your faith. The affirmation is a positive outcome is dependent on you keeping a positive mindset. Always, in everything in life, positive mindset wins the job. And we also have here Sacred Lotus, enlightenment. No mud, no lotus. Oh. I don't know about you guys, but this reading is touching me deeply. It's so sweet. Okay, so I think this was a situation where when you guys met in the past, it's like you saw each other like a beautiful gift. I think this person arrived in your life when you were struggling with something. They were also struggling with something. It's almost like, I'm not going to go as deeply as say that you guys were trauma bonding, but I think you were kind of like attuning into each other's energies as you were both healing. So this is a lot about connecting and appearing in each other's life in a period where maybe one of you or both of you were very quick to give up on the joy of living, on even the idea that there could be kindness and unconditional love still someplace out there in the world. So you needed a reset, and the divine intervened and brought this person into your life. And you were brought into their life as well in order to have this beautiful new beginning in terms of your self-worth, your self-esteem. To me, Pentacle energy is a lot about the inner prosperity, the inner garden that then gets reflected onto the outside in all the material possessions that we have, in all the wealth that we can create, in all the ideas that we get to improve our job, to develop our work ethic, right? So I feel like this is what happened. This person appeared in your life, and all of a sudden you felt more confident, you felt more capable of undertaking the necessary work and the effort to complete your healing. Okay? However, what happened in this connection, and I got a little bit some goosebumps, this is always an indication for me that spirit is nearby. So I feel like your relationship did not cross certain boundaries. For example, I don't really see that you guys have had sex. I don't even know if you guys kissed. There was just a sense of like, I know you, I understand you, I listen to you, you listen to me. There was a kingship, you know? And I do think that it's like there was some sort of like purity about your connection. It was deeply felt. So more than you could intellectualize it and more than you could maybe eroticize it, this was about healing and feeling, okay? Primarily about healing and feeling, and like everyday things. You know, you guys might have talked about very commonsensical everyday things. What have you been eating? Have you been drinking enough water? What have you been doing today? But then there was also this element of how are you feeling, you know? So I do think that you guys had a really beautiful connection that started off slowly and sweetly and helped you heal. But there is a sense here with disillusionment that the relationship did not move forward because this person did not do more. They did not take the lead forward. They did not proceed forward with courting you, with moving the relationship forward to the next level. It's almost as if it was going really sweetly, and all of a sudden the energy was blocked from moving forward. It's like you were expecting this person to ask you out, you were expecting this person to kiss you, you were expecting this person to kind of deepen the connection with you. Things were going very, very well. You both were healing, you both were connecting, and then all of a sudden, nothing. Other things could have intervened. Maybe you had to go and work or focus on studies or on your creative projects, and this person had to do the same. I do feel here with the Stag Spirit, this is about father issues. This person's father could have had some health problems. They might have had to take on more responsibilities in their own original family. And in the few situations where this is a connection that you establish with a married person, well, if this person has children, they had to spend more time in their fatherly role rather than in any other kind of connection, okay? So there was something that just intervened, life intervened, everyday events, other responsibilities intervened, and you guys were not able to have this relationship that started off oh so well, like a divine gift, right? Like you didn't even know what hit you. All of a sudden you found this beautiful new divine opportunity in your life in terms of romance, and then it was just stopped, just like that, okay? So let's see, if this person were to have a second chance with you, what would they do? How would they redo love with you? So we have here the Eight of Inspiration, the Eight of Wands. They would go at it hard and fast, okay? They would come at you directly, let you know that I'm taking action, I want to be with you, I am here for you, let's do this. They would kiss you. They wouldn't even say anything. They would just come and kiss you and grab you and just make you their own, you know? There is this sense here of enough talking, enough feeling, let's do things together, okay? 8 is power. Inspiration is that fire within, right? So it's all about moving forward, almost like an onrush of action that is coming your way after a lot of a limbo kind of situation, to be honest. We also have here Dolomite, stay strong. I think that the situation would have required you as well to kind of meet this person's energy with your own. So potentially you might not have felt that you have the inner strength or the heart energy to generally start off and develop this connection, right? Because you had to complete your healing process as well. I think that this is the strongest indication that I have. But here it is. Here it is, the indication that the healing process is completed. So in the present, I think both of you are healed. And if this person had a second chance with you, they would come back and they would just lunge at you, okay? Just like a cheetah pouncing on its prey. That's kind of how I feel that this person would just be like so excited and enthusiastic of being with you. They would just like to do things. They would just knock on your door. They would be there. They would, you know, take you in their arms. They would kiss you and even make love to you. So it's like there is a sense of decisive action and a sense of strength coming over in the present of this situationship. So there is a high likelihood that the situation could evolve very fast, all of a sudden, out of the blue. Expect this person to act on their feelings. If you have been, you know, if you resonate with this kind of situation where all of a sudden, you know, things have stopped, I feel like this person is going to push them forward. And with the sun here in the center, this could happen in August. So very soon, guys, okay? We are in July when I'm filming this. Very soon in August, or if you're watching this in the future, this could be August, you know, next year. So I do think here with the sun card, the sun is shining on you guys. It's almost like you guys got illuminated, you know, during this period of limbo where you left things hanging. There was no closure, but there was no, how should I say it? There was also nothing moving forward, no hope, you know. All of a sudden, I feel like you guys are just gonna be pulled back together. It's gonna be an act of strength and of divine will. But I think that you are meant to somehow powerfully come together and use up this energy that existed between the two of you from the beginning. But I do think that your healing, both of your healing processes got in the way. And also material concerns, maybe money, maybe other additional responsibilities, you know. And I do think that if you were in a situation where this person was in a connection with someone else, I do think that this person has broken free. They have reclaimed their freedom and their identity back. They're keeping a more positive mindset, and I think you would do well to keep a positive mindset in order to have this beautiful reconciliation manifest itself, right? So remember, sacred lotus, you're both going to have a beautiful moment of inspired action and enlightenment, and I think you're going to realize how much you want each other, how much you crave each other after what was at the beginning a relationship established on emotional security and emotional understanding. Okay, guys, so this is what I had for you. Stay tuned. In a second, I'll show you a photo with your gorgeous spread. If you enjoyed this reading, if some parts resonated but not all, and you're curious about your personal circumstances, I have a link in the description box below where you can book a personal reading with me, guys. Okay, so that being said, I wish you the best, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Hey group 4, I'm so happy to have you here. Welcome. So in today's reading, I'm going to be looking at how the person on your mind would redo love with you. What I mean by that is I'll look at your past situationship and what energy is in the moment, in the present moment. How would this person go back and re-say, re-feel, relive, react in a situation that involved you? And how would they make amends, more or less, okay? So this is for those of you that were drawn to the Dreaming Way Tarot. Excellent choice. So first I'll show you the cards that have to do with your past energy in this connection, yeah? So We have the Page of Coins, a lot of coin energy in the readings today. Earth energy. Arawan, Master of the Great Hunt. And the keywords that you have here are authority, the hunt, and natural balance. Wombat Spirit, be at home. Number 68. Yeah. And this is the present energy between you and the person on your mind. So we have here the Hermit. Sapphire, easy does it. And the affirmation that I have for you is, your health, happiness, and abundance require a gentle approach to life and work. And then I also have here Iris, rainbows and messages. And the affirmation is, when it rains, look for rainbows. When it's dark, look for stars. So it's kind of like, make the best with what you have, right? Okay, what am I getting here? This was a situation where potentially you met this person through work, or you had to work with this person on a project. There were obstacles regarding how much time you were able to spend with this person. And I think that the obstacles were related to work. A lot of other responsibilities that interfered. This is slightly different than pile number 3, who had some personal, relational responsibilities that interfered. I do feel that with your pile, this was predominantly about work. Maybe you met this person in a transitional stage when you were switching from completing a period of studies to actually trying to find some paid employment. Maybe you were changing jobs and you were a little bit worried. All of your energy was kind of going into managing your anxiety. How will you make a living? Where are you going to find a second job? There was this sense as well that you could have worked with this person. So maybe this was a coworker. You developed a crush on a coworker, or this person kind of was referred to you. And all of a sudden you found yourself embroidered in a work project that had to deal with the person that you found yourself attracted to. I do feel that you were both quite, how should I put it? You weren't really aware of how important this relationship was to you when it first arrived. I feel like you thought, an opportunity, but you didn't give it much thought. It was more like, okay, we'll see how this goes, Yeah, sure, why not? And then it actually turned into something a little bit deeper than expected. I do think that this person chased you or made some advances towards you. They might have been the ones that texted you first outside of the work environment, or maybe at a time of day when it's not considered professional or normative to call you or to text you. They might have made some flirty remarks. They might have crossed the line from professional into personal to begin with. This is strong Aries energy. So the person on your mind could be an Aries Sun, or could have Sun conjunct Mars, or Mars in Aries as well. I am finding myself like I need to swallow a lot during your reading. I don't know why. Maybe this person literally made you drool. They were so good looking that you couldn't even concentrate on your work. They were just, Henry Cavill level of hotness. Yeah, I do think that with authority and natural balance, sorry guys, I keep referring back to the keywords because this is a newly donated deck to my channel, okay? So I'm still getting accustomed, but the energy is astounding with these cards. So yeah, with the authority here as a keyword for R1, I feel like this person is somebody that can really finish their work projects and succeeds and wins at everything. There is something about them that they have like the aura of a conqueror, like of a winner, of an emperor even. And I think that you were really attracted to that. You might have secretly giggled, thinking about this person. They just ooze that kind of alpha male masculinity. And I think that a lot of you might find this appealing if you're drawn to this pile. And I think that you thought, wow, what a man, you know, I could have him by my side. But hear me out. I don't know what happened in this situation. Potentially this is something that took some time to develop, because initially I do feel that you weren't really seeing this person with these kind of eyes. So I think this is a situation that grew in time for a lot of you. Maybe you met this person as you were transitioning from one job to another. You started working. Initially, you weren't so bothered by this coworker, and then all of a sudden, they started working out, or they started growing into their confidence, or they were promoted, and all of a sudden, they had an outlet to unleash their authority, and you just started feeling more and more attracted to them. And then I think that they actually started as well to notice that you're attracted to them, and they pursued you. So this is the kind of story that I see created here by these cards. We do have here be at home, wombat spirit. I feel like a relocation happened, or maybe you had to switch jobs again, or to move to another country for studies, or to continue to improve your projects or your work life. You basically grounded someplace else. You found your home someplace else. Potentially another person entered into the equation, either from your part or from their part. And all of a sudden, there just wasn't anymore the, how should I say, the energy to push the connection forward. Somebody pulled out their energy from this connection, and I think it was them, to be honest. And I do feel that here, with be at home, this is kind of an indication that, in spite of the fact that you felt you weren't that emotionally overwhelmed by what happened, you just thought, such a missed opportunity. What if this person is the one that got away? So now in the present, this person, what would they do? What would they say in order to get you back? I do think that here there was a situation where this person could have moved too fast too soon, okay? Because what I see here in the present is that they are in hermit energy. So they would have loved to just take their time and get to know you very slowly. They would have liked to kind of create more privacy with you. Maybe you guys saw each other a lot of work, and there was a lot of work gossip surrounding you, which added pressure to your relationship. Maybe this person had their options open, so they couldn't actually focus. They weren't so focused on you. They couldn't give you the undivided attention that you needed in order to learn to trust them, to communicate with them better, and to establish the foundation of a very good relationship. This person would have taken things slower. So here's the interesting thing. So in spite of the fact that it took you a while to get to know this person and to see them in that kind of attractive light, when this person noticed that you're interested in them, they moved really fast. So it's almost as if they kind of rushed the process. And now in the present, they wish they would go back and say, I want to take things slowly with you. I want to get to know you. I want to be there for you. I don't have other options. I'm completely focused on you. So easy does it. They would be slower, gentler. They would be more introverted. They would be more self-reflective. I think this person is a lot about action. You know, act first and think later. So I think that they would have really appreciated some more quiet, private relaxation time. I think that they would love to just Netflix and chill with you. In the present, they would love to invite you over for a really good home-cooked meal. They would like to kind of feel happier with you, exchange successes with you, talk about your achievements together. We do have here Iris, rainbows and messages. So in the present, I think you're one of the lucky pile that could potentially be contacted by this person. So there is a sense here that, you know, if you keep an optimistic mindset, if you try to see the good in this situation, the good in this potential separation or period of no contact between the two of you, then I do think that, you know, this period was necessary for this person to just be able to reflect more on the fact that taking things slowly has value. I think that they wanted to push forward because they were a little bit unsure. As attractive as this person is, I think romance is their soft spot. I don't think that they're very confident in getting an intelligent, beautiful, confident woman on their side. I think that they can easily get random women to sleep with them because of how they look, but they're looking for something deeper. They're looking for something more homely. And I think that they found this with you. So that's why at the moment they're reflecting on what to do next. So I would say that expect some communication, some positive communication with this person. Could be work related. Maybe this person had a recent success, and due to your previous work relationship, if that was the case, they would like to get in touch with you and talk about, further development, and that might lead to something more personal. Whatever the situation is, expect positive communication. And just so you know, this person has been doing a lot of inner work, a dark night of the soul potentially as well, if you've been separated for a very long time. And this person would like to take things very slowly. They would like to nurture you and them in a relationship that hopefully will end up feeling like home to them. That's what I had for you, pile number 4. This was really sweet. Wow, I'm still kind of like salivating a lot. Oof, I think this person makes you salivate. Wow, lucky person, right? So stay tuned. In a second, I'll show you a photo with your spread. Also, if parts of this reading resonated, but not all of them, and you'd like a more personal reading, link down in the description box. You have a range of options and you can see all of the prices. I have very affordable prices, so feel free to get in touch with me for a reading if you feel so inclined. If you don't, and you've just enjoyed this reading for what it was, I thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, my loves. Hey group 5, how are you guys? My loves, welcome back to my channel. I'm really happy to have you here for this interesting reading. I hope it will be one for you guys. I don't know. We'll see. So this reading is called Redoing Love because I'm going to look at your past situationship with this person on your mind and what the present moment has to offer in terms of the energy that this person has towards you. I'm going to look at how will this person relive, redo, refeel, re-say certain things in their connection with you. What is the overall theme? Okay, so let's get into it. This is for those of you that were drawn to my favorite deck, the traditional Ryder-Waite tarot. Yeah, you never forget your first one, right? Maybe some of you could be in a connection with the person that actually, or have this person in mind that actually took your virginity away. So we have here, this is your past, the Wheel of Fortune. Duma, the Angel of Dreams. And Swan Spirit. Time for a deep dive, number 60. I want to say 6, but it's 60. Mirror image. And now, my loves, this is your present, okay? How would this person, if they could, if they were given a second chance, how would they act in your relationship? Ooh, mama, the Empress. Yes. Rubelite, and this is passion and purpose. The affirmation is, your enthusiasm gives you energy and motivation to work on a meaningful project that's dear to your heart. I feel like this person is going to work on you. And then we have finally Gladiola. And we have here strength of character and moral integrity. And the affirmation is, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. So it's a trial by fire kind of situation. I think that this is a situation that was under a lot of illusions and confusion. So I'm very drawn to the fact that this could have been a chance and fortunate encounter. We have here the Wheel of Fortune. This person could have appeared out of the blue, or maybe you met them at a fun fair, at an amusement park, or through tarot and astrology, through something that involved the occult, maybe at a crystal conference, or at one of those public speaking events where they do public healing. You could have met this person in church or in a place of religious worship or in a temple, or as you were doing a pilgrimage to a holy sacred place. This is a lot about faith, divine, a chance encounter that is just appearing in your life out of the blue. The universe is giving you an open doorway to love, and you took it. And I feel that for this person as well, the situation felt similar. However, I feel that your relationship was a little bit chaotic. There were weak boundaries, there was unclear communication, there were other people in the equation, some lack of closure with ex-partners that interfered into your capacity to fully concentrate on this person energetically. So I do feel that Neptune ruled this connection very strongly. Why am I saying that? Well, we have here Duma, angel of dreams, and Duma is a very fine weaver of the stuff that dreams are made of. But at the same time, Duma is a little bit, well, prolific in weaving the threads. So it's almost as if she might have overweaved in this situation. Too many dreams, too many illusions. Potentially you guys, because you were given this great this great chance, you build up a lot of great expectations right from the beginning, you know? And exactly as in the Charles Dickens novels, it all came crashing down. Because you had to wake up to reality. So I do see here, with time for a deep dive, the situation you found out as you were getting to know this person, as you were maybe lurking on their social media, maybe trying to dig up more information about them. You found out that maybe this person is married, or maybe this person is in another connection with someone else, or maybe they were in town just for a month or two and then they had plans to move to another place where they actually had a home. So you found out that potentially maybe this person slept with someone else, or and had no intention of making you exclusive, you know, in a long-term commitment. So that initial beautiful lucky encounter, and that grew into this kind of like bubble of expectations, and oh, this could be the one, this could be my knight in shining armor, was actually sobered up very quickly by a little bit of careful, almost like scorpionic investigation on this person's background, and you uncovered a lot of not necessarily dirt, but you uncovered the truth of this person, which did not match the initial fantasy image that this person might have portrayed, or this could have also been the opposite. So you might have portrayed a very beautiful image because you were too afraid to open your heart, to be vulnerable with this person. This person dug up some things about you and they didn't like what they see, or there was something that triggered them, or they weren't happy maybe with your occupation. Or in this case, I do think that this might apply for some of you that are witches and shamans and healers. Maybe this person, when they met you, you kept that part of yourself a little bit secret, and this person found out you're a witch and they freaked out. They thought you're gonna cast some spells on them or curse them, or even worse, they thought that maybe their attraction for you was not real because you put a spell on them, you know? So yeah, just like in the Aretha Franklin song, right? I put a spell on you. So there was this bubble that burst in your connection. Initially, it all looked too good to be true, and it ended up being too good to be true. Or someone freaked out, you know, and pulled their energy away because they realized that, you know, it was a freaky situation. There was the occult involved. There was a lot of illusions, dreams, fantasies, projections, delusions as well, not only illusions, okay? Especially if both of you could have been involved in consuming some opioids or addictive things, you know? Maybe this person smokes weed a lot, you know? Things like that. So now in the present, what do I see for you, my loves? The Empress. Bum-ba-da-bum. You are finally showing your true self. You are not hiding anymore any aspects of yourself. If you are a witch, you're owning this proudly. If you are a healer, an astrologist, a tarot reader, you have a public presence, and you are no longer ashamed of this. You are yourself fully and truly. And I think that this person is finally realizing that it was meant to be guided to you, but it wasn't that you, because of you manipulating the circumstances, it just so happened that your energy and this person's energy vibrated very well together and you were magnetically attracted to each other. So this person is wising up to the fact that you genuinely are a beautiful alchemist. You are not at all a creepy character. They have nothing to be afraid of. On the contrary, this person actually feels ridiculously attracted to you, and they could also be potentially secretly in love with you and they haven't told you yet, okay? But it's like, look at this, it's like you have this gorgeous aura around you. You could be covered in white light at the moment and you're attracting. I mean, like, this is the energy of the great attractor. The Empress is the great attractor, okay? So it's kind of like you're pulling in animals, pets, plants. You're growing everything around you. You've got this very fertile energy. And I think this person finds you irresistible. So there needed to be this process where both real information with fantasy and dreams about this connection had to be blended together, either from you finding out how this person is in reality and then having to blend their reality with the fantasy image you created for them, or the other way around. This person saw you in a light in which, you know, had nothing to do with your reality, and now they're wising up to the realization that you are not what they initially thought that you were. You are actually very kind, very fertile, very productive. You've got, you know, you're very focused on your coins, you're focused on your prosperity, you know, and you have this abundance mindset. So I think this person sees you as very passionate, full of life, full of purpose, and full of healing advice. And I do think that with this, yeah, you just radiate a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of energy from the heart, right? The Empress, you're very Venusian. This person finds you ridiculously attractive. They could even pleasure themselves when they see you, especially if you have kind of like a social media presence, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm not saying this to trigger you or to make you feel uncomfortable, but this happens, you know, human beings do that. So yeah, there is a sense here that you're very passionate and full of life, and this person is like drawn towards you like a moth to a flame. And if they could, they would go back and they would say, I trust you, I believe in you, you are not a bad person. Most of my fears come from me looking at you. You trigger me a lot, but I'm able to handle this because I generally think you're a lucky opportunity in my life, and I want to take advantage of this. I want to make the relationship of my dreams together with you. So there is a really beautiful sense here of emotional depth and of fantasy, but it has to be grounded in reality. So that's why you guys experienced a hiccup in your relationship, or a breakup, or no contact situation, because you had to blend reality with fantasy. I'm getting Virgo Pisces vibes, Scorpio Pisces vibes with this connection. So there was maybe something here, Neptune over Pluto, Saturn over Neptune. The illusions had to be broken down so they can be rebuilt on a solid foundation of truth and deep emotional understanding. That this person finds a lot of strength and admiration and respect for you, and they would love to be your counterpart if you allow them a second chance. That's the reading that I had for you. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned. In a second, I'll show you a beautiful photo with your spread. And if you would like to get a personal reading with me, just so you know, I have all the details down in the description box. Feel free to get in touch with me. We'll work something out, okay? I have very affordable prices, and I do tend to adapt my readings to suit your needs, okay, guys? So, without further ado, I'll see you in my next one. Mwah! Bye. Hey, Pile 6, my very patient souls. How are you guys? This is for those of you that were drawn to the Sun and Moon Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here, guys. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. So in today's topic, we are exploring redoing love. And what I mean by that is I'll look at your past situationship with the person on your mind and then explore the present energy. How would this person come back to you? What would they do if they were given a second chance? Would they refeel, rethink, and redo certain aspects of your connection? I don't know. Let's find out. So first I will show you the cards in your past position, and then I'll deal with your present ones, okay? So you got in the past Temperance. Wow, Osiris, God King of Duat. And we have the keywords here: commitment, acquisition, and responsibility. These cards are gorgeous. I'm still getting accustomed to them because I just got them 2 days ago. They were a donation to my channel. Thank you so much, Roberta. Okay, and we have here Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. Interesting. I'm getting some really positive vibes in your situationship. So let's see what the present is. 8 of Voices. Aqua Aura, healthy communication and relationships. Oh, I see what this is about. And then we have here the affirmation. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. And then we also have here Pansy, my ring. Oh, a ring. Let me get to it in a second. So we have here Pansy, sweet thoughts. Pray you love, remember, and there are pansies, that's for thoughts. It's a bit of a weird affirmation. I think it's from an old-fashioned poem from Victorian times, but sweet thoughts, that's all you need to keep in mind from this, okay? Okay, so I think that this is a counterpart that you are meant to build something with. You have not only the angel of temperance here, but you also have Osiris, one of the most important deity in the Egyptian Parthenon. So this is the sun god. Well, he's basically one form, one reincarnation of the sun god Ra. He is the one that was pieced together by Isis, who had to trek the lands and find every bit of his limb and then make love to him to bring him back to life. This is about finding a person that is meant to be with you, your counterpart, union. So the person that you have on your mind, if you chose number 6, the pile that is under the beautiful energy of Venus to begin with, is letting me know that this is about true love. The person you have on your mind is highly likely to be your counterpart in this lifetime. I like to say lover because I want to do away with all of these labels, twin flame, soulmate, yada yada, okay? This is your person, okay? Your lover. Now bear in mind this is a general reading and this might not apply to all of you, okay? So get in touch with me if you want a personalized description of your energy. But for those of you that feel it deeply in your heart, this is just a confirmation that this is the counterpart you're supposed to spend a good chunk of your life with, to create with, to establish some form of emotional foundation. We do have here, yeah, responsibility, commitment, acquisition. This is your person. Now, what happened? What happened in this situation? Well, I do think that here, this person might have arrived at a moment in your life where either you stop believing in love, or you never actually believed in love, or you didn't think that unconditional love was possible. And I do feel here, connecting this card with Spirit Has a Plan with the 8 of Voices, this person freaked you out. The fact that this person arrived in your life and they were everything that you've always wanted from a soul and even more, it's like, you freaked out, you pulled back, you retreated. Or they freaked out, they pulled back and they retreated from this connection. Okay, so this is a classical case of getting cold feet when you are facing true love. Because you might think that you don't deserve it, or you might think that it's not going to work out. So you tell yourself, you know, like, oh, we weren't meant to be anyway. This isn't going to work out. We didn't have things in common anyway. So it's kind of like you're trying to pull your energy back, even though your heart is saying, this is the person, right? This is the one you're supposed to be with. 8 of Voices is about a self-created mental prison. A prison created mostly through your thoughts. So the reality might be very different. The touched, felt, emotional, active reality could be very, very different from the mental prison in which you like to spend most of your time with. Why? Because you're afraid to trust spirit. You're afraid to think that this relationship is a gift from God to help you feel love and loved, to help you love and feel loved. Because this is what I see here. When you get the Angel of Temperance, this isn't only about patience. A lot of people interpret this card as patience, but this is the Annunciating Angel. And not like in the Judgment card where Gabriel swoops in to make an announcement from God that things are going to irrevocably change. No, this is not a wake-up call. This is like a sweet pat on the shoulder from your guardian angel saying, hey, this is it. We manifested your lover for you. Why aren't you developing this relationship further? Why? Fears of not being good enough. You might not even know that this is true love because you might have been raised in a family with so much trauma that you don't even know what unconditional love looks like when you meet it. So this could also be being blind to the fact that, hey, this is an awesome gift. So go and explore your understanding of conditional and unconditioned love. Go and think back on your relationship to your parents. Were they loving or were they very critical and like self-flagellating with their words? This will give you some insights as to how you stand in relation to love. And, you know, it could give you some insights as to if unconditional love appears in your life, what do you do? Do you go with it and enjoy it? Do you genuinely trust spirit and open up your heart and say, yes, finally, it's here, everything I've been praying for? Or do you push it away and stop its natural development because you're too afraid to open your heart, or you're just scared, or it requires too much effort to be loving because you've been taught to just overthink things, over-explain yourself, build walls where there should be bridges between you and other people because your parents maybe taught you that life is scary, that people are dangerous, and that, you know, you should never take risks, go for security over risks. But this isn't even a risk. This is about feeling the love, allowing yourself to feel the love. And I think that you might be afraid of that because it might open you up too much. Or this person, okay, so take it as it applies. This might not be you. Maybe you're a very loving person, but this person might not want to open up. It's kind of like, this is the love of my life, but I'm freaked out, you know, so this person retreated. I don't know why I felt the need to kind of focus it on you, but I'm just reminded of the fact that we're focused on your person, okay? So there is the sense here that everything can be repaired and remade, and love can be redone in this connection just by having a good, old-fashioned, heart-to-heart conversation where you share your fears with this person and you allow this person to be vulnerable with you. It's really, really important. Healthy communication. I talk, you listen. I listen, you talk. I support you. I gently nod throughout the conversation to reinforce the fact that I am listening to you. I do not look at my phone or crack jokes or use sarcasm to stop you from sharing yourself emotionally with me. I am there, I am vulnerable, and I am willing to know you, to feel you, to see you, yeah? And I feel that this is the same kind of energy of the other person. This is a big, big emotional maturity moment for both of you. If you manage to have this conversation in the present, I feel that this energy is already around you, then it will potentially lead to commitment. We do have here sweet thoughts. I did clink my ring on the table earlier, and we do have here commitment with Osiris. This relationship is divinely guided, and you do have the 2 cups that are also shown in the 2 of Cups card, in the Union card. You know, you water me, I water you. An equal give and take. And look at how beautiful this is. We even have similar looking flowers. I know this is supposed to be an iris, but the pansies and the irises in this photo look very similar. So I take this as a sign that if you water each other, your relationship is gonna bloom and open up like this aqua aura. So you basically, all you need to do is have a good old-fashioned conversation with this person, because this person fell in love with you and they are freaked out with you. We are freaked out with you, not with you as a personality, but with the fact that they love you. Or you might be the one that also freaked out and kind of like, no, 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 this is not for me. But you both, in this situation of separation, you both yearn for each other because you're meant to be together, and ultimately life is going to bring you together, and this person would love to come back together with you. At the moment, it's still in the realm of thinking, but hopefully, eventually, something will move forward. If you want to kind of speed up this process, initiate a healthy communication between the two of you. It can start with a, hey, how are you? I've been thinking about you. I hope you're well. Just as simple as that, okay? So guys, this is what I had for you. This seems to be more kind of like focused on you. I'm not sure why, but this person is thinking so sweetly of you, and they consider you to be their counterpart. They would love to get into a commitment with you. All I see here is that, just as with pile number 1, there are just some obstacles in terms of communication. But it's not like you even had a misunderstanding. This is about you both feeling love and being afraid of feeling too much or feeling love. And all you need to do is express this to each other so that you can move on and get on with your life and just experience love and joy and see where the journey takes you. So that's the message that I had for you, my lovely pile 6 crew. So I really hope that you enjoyed this. Stay tuned. In a second, I will show you a photo with your spread. I did show you that you are the Sun and Moon Tarot group, right? I hope I did. One of my favorite decks. So guys, if you've enjoyed this, I don't know, I feel like such sweet, sweet sleepiness with your pile. Maybe you need to rest a lot more, dream more. If you've enjoyed this, or you would like a more in-depth personal reading, maybe with a channeled message from this person, or maybe with more details regarding your situation, keep in mind this is a general reading. You've got everything you need down in the description box below to order a reading from me, and I'll be happy to work with you. Okay guys, I think I might go and take a very sweet nap right now. Your energy just filled me with so much joy. So I'll see you in my next one. Mwah!